Hey there, Pokemon fans, Readers here with another deck review and latest video. From now on, I am probably going to merge those two into one video, so both the playtest and the deck review will be in one video from now on, I think. We will see how this goes. And I'm going to deck review and playtest with the Electric Ike, which is one of the theme decks introduced by the X and Y BREAKpoint set. So let's just take a look at this deck. I purchased it yesterday and I have played just 3 games, won only once, and I'm not sure about this deck yet, but we will see. So let's just take a look in this deck. Most of the cards, actually all the Pokemon, are from the new X and Y BREAKpoint set, and that's quite bad. That's why those decks are not so powerful, because they don't have a good variety of Pokemon from all the sets. We start off with 2 Blitzel, 60 HP Pokemon with Reckless Charge, 20 damage. This Pokemon does 10 damage to itself. This is quite sad, but it evolves into a Zebstrika, which has the awesome Zap Zone ability. Damage from the attacks of your Lightning type Pokemon isn't affected by any effects on your opponent's active Pokemon. So that's quite cool, I think. And Crushing Bolt deals 50 damage with 2 energy, and if your opponent's active Pokemon has fighting type resistance, this attack does 60 more damage. So this does a 110 damage to an Articuno from the basic blue deck. Or anyways, it does a lot of damage to a fighting type resistance Pokemon, but that doesn't really impress me. Actually, it doesn't really impress me. But it is the first rare in this deck. It's quite interesting. And let's move on. We have 3 Sinks with Roar, 60 HP, and Roar. Your opponent switches his or her active Pokemon with one of his or her bench Pokemon, and 10 damage with 1 energy. Of course, fighting type weakness and resistance to metal. We have 2, I believe. Yeah, 2 Luxio, 80 HP, Bite, and 20 damage with 1 energy, and Thunder, 2 energy for 30 damage. Flip a coin if your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. And the featured card in this deck, Luxray, 140 HP, that's quite a lot, and I'm impressed with that. Luxray almost every time has a lot of HP, and that's quite cool. It's a holo card, which you can only find in this deck. It's not a holo card in the normal form of it. It has the Bite ability, 50 damage with 2 energy, so an improved Bite from the previous one. And with 3 energy, Snarl, 100 damage during your opponent's next turn. Any damage done by attacks from the defending Pokemon is reduced by 20 damage. So when you hit with Snarl, you have a Hard Charm equipped on Luxray. But that doesn't really impress me. It may save you sometimes, but I don't know. It's okay. It's an okay card. Okay. So 2 of those. This is the featured card. Next we have 2 Electabuzz, just 20 damage with 2 energy, nothing impressive here. Evolving to Electivire, 110 HP, that's quite impressive and cool, and 90 damage with 3 energy. That's quite cool. That's similar to, that's almost an equivalent to the Landorus from the Dark Hammer deck, but without the first awesome move. But still, it's a threat. It's a huge threat, and it's good to have 2 of those. Next we have 2 Drowsy, 70 HP Psychic type Pokemon with 10 damage and 10 damage plus a coin flip for 20 more damage, evolving into a Hypno, and this is the 3rd rare in this deck. Hypno, 90 HP, Psychic type Pokemon with Good Night Babies. That's quite funny. Once during your turn, before you attack, you may leave both active Pokemon asleep. So that means that the bad thing about this specific card is that you will never, ever, ever be able to attack in your turn with Goodnight Babies. You can only play this card and consider it a good one if you have an item that prevents special conditions or stuff. With 2 energy, you deal 50 damage and that's not so impressive in my opinion. It's not a big threat. We have 2 Skorupi for no reason. It doesn't evolve to a Drapion or anything. So 70 HP for just 2 energy and the potential of dealing 40 damage. It's the potential. You're not gonna flip 4 heads every single time, so that's not good for 2 energy. We have 2 Honed 60 HP Pokemon with Stab, put 1 damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon, so that's not affected by weakness or resistance, it is just 1 damage counter, evolving to Doublade with 80 HP, 2 energy, and you put 3 damage counters on your opponent's active Pokemon. That's quite improved, and I think that this is quite cool. Not the best, but quite cool. We have 2 Esper with Scratch, 10 damage, evolving to Meowstic, and this is the 4th and last rare in this theme deck. Meowstic, 90 HP, energy present, attach up to 2 energy cards from your hand to one of your bench Pokemon. I would really think that this is great if we had a higher energy requirement in our Pokemon. We don't, so I don't really think that this is a good addition to the deck, but we will see in the playtest. We have with 2 energy, we have a Psyshot with 40 damage. Not impressive for a a rare card. That would be great. That would be great in the Mental Might deck, the theme deck with Gallade with the energy attack. We have how many? 2 Glameow, 60 HP, normal type Pokemon, colorless, act cute. Your opponent puts a card from his or her hand into the bottom of his or her deck. That's quite cool, that's funny. And Scratch, 20 damage with 2 energy, evolving to a Purglai, 100 HP, with 2 energy, 30 damage, and with 3 energy, 40 damage, plus flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 40 more damage. If tails, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. So this is a good one, because even if you flip heads or tails, it's gonna be great. Especially Tails. In my opinion, Tails is even better. So this is a good Pokemon, and we have 2 copies of that, and I'm very, very glad for that. So let's move on, and let's take a look at the item cards. We have 2 Potion, 2 Professor's Letter, 1 Max Elixir. Look at the top 6 cards of your deck and attach a basic energy card if you find there to a basic Pokemon on your bench. Shuffle the other cards back into your deck. Basic Pokemon. Okay, a Great Ball to fetch a Pokemon from our first 7 cards. 1 Sona to shuffle our hand back into our deck and draw a fresh 5-card hand. Tierno to draw 3 cards, and we have 2 Tiernos, that's quite cool. 1 Misty's Determination, an awesome card. Discard a card from your hand. If you do, look at the top 8 cards of your deck and put 1 of them into your hand, shuffle the other cards back into your deck. So this Misty's Determination card gives meaning to your Scorpies. That's how Scorpies are useful in this deck. We have 1 Wally to go from Luxio, Sinks to Luxio to Luxray maybe, or something like that, to go even faster. And we have a Fighting Fury Belt, which in my opinion is one of the best cards in this set. The basic Pokemon this card is attached to gets 40 HP, and its attack does 10 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon before applying weakness and resistance. So in my opinion, this is one of the best cards in this set in general. But in this specific deck, let's count how many basic Pokemon we have which we don't plan on evolving. So 0, 0, still 0. Oh, there is one. There is one basic Pokemon that we don't plan in evolving in this deck. And guess what? No other basic Pokemon that we don't plan to evolve. So this this belt here, this Fighting Fury belt, is quite useless in this one, and I don't know, I don't like it. I don't like it. I like it as a card, but not in this specific deck. And then we have 9 Lightning type and 9 Psychic type energy, and that's all. So, okay, let's close it up. Let's go hit the versus ladder and find our deck. It's Lightning type. There you go. And hit the play button. Let's see what we can do. We are against a very, very powerful deck. I'm not sure if we will be able to win, but we will try our best. We have no advantage, even though the Pokemon TCG Online says so. We don't have the advantage, and looks like we have an interesting hand. Not the best hand, but it's an interesting though. I will go with Blitzle because I feel like I should, and I'm gonna bench everything, even though there is a Shiftry in my opponent's deck. I will risk it. It starts off with Pansage, that's okay. I thought that I could go with Doublade, Honedge and Doublade, start putting damage counters in the active Pokemon, but I'm gonna try to go with the Fury Belt in the Blitzle instead, and we will see what will happen. It may work out, it may not. So the Doublade would work, very nice, but I didn't do that. Let's fetch for an energy. That's okay, that's an okay energy. Going there, and let's hit for 30 damage in the first turn, wow, and 10 damage in our face. Now, we have a Blitzle with 100 HP, that's crazy. So the Fury Belt, it may be a bad card, but it really helps in the early game, and that's something good. I should not complain about that, but then it is useless, seriously useless. So, the Doublade is ready for action, and I'm gonna hit again for another 30 damage, and I don't really care about the drawback of the Reckless Charge, not yet actually. We will see later on, it may be devastating, but not yet. So let's see if we will see any evolution. Let's see if he is going to evolve his Pansage. No, he retreats. He thinks that retreating is a better choice. Yeah, I think that I agree with that. He's probably gonna bring out a whole bunch of Pokemon. He's going to bring out at least 2. And one will be a Seedot, because I guess that he's going to... yeah, a Tropius, of course. Looks like we're getting energy cards, but I don't really want to use them, because why should I? I mean, if I had a Zebstrika, it would be nice, but I don't. This Drowsy, I have no reason to put energy in this, lightning type energy in this Drowsy, because he's not gonna use it. If he evolves into a Hypno, he requires 2 Psychic type energy, so no reason to do that. And there is a Luxio. I would really appreciate a Sinks or something. So after so many attacks, we reached the point where we have our original HP now. So now we have our original HP, and that's quite funny. He still cannot knock us out with... now he can knock us out, but he could not before. That's very interesting. So the Fighting Fury Belt is not so bad as I thought. It's not the best, but it's not so bad. Okay, so I'm gonna promote my Doublade and hit for... actually put 3 damage counters, not hit 4. Let's find a Sinks, probably. Or not. Or not. Looks like we are not gonna find the Sinks. Unfortunately. Maybe I should go with... should I go with Electabuzz? Or should I go with Esper? I think I'm gonna go with Electabuzz, because first of all, it's a bigger threat. And secondly, we have a bigger chance of drawing an Electivire than drawing a Meowstic, and Meowstic is not such a good threat overall. So let's see if he's going to hit us for... if he finds the Chestnut, we're screwed. We're already screwed because of this Shiftry. We have no way to deal with this guy. No way at all. So we are dead right there. We have to concede now. I will not concede, but we already know that this game is over, especially now that he will find the Chestnut. And it is funny that they are not creating decks that are competitive enough to deal with the X and Y basic decks. That's quite strange. There is almost no reason to purchase the theme decks online, and I highly recommend not purchasing the theme decks if you are not, I don't know, if you're not a PokeTuber or something. There is no reason, really no reason, to purchase the theme decks for competitive tournament play online. And for offline, I mean, there is no theme deck tournaments offline in real life, I guess. I don't know, you tell me. So there is no way to win this one. I'm just gonna wait for one more turn to see what we are gonna draw. If we draw a Sinks, I will probably keep on playing just for the fun. Looks like we didn't, so let's just put another lightning type energy here, attack for 20, and let our opponent knock us out, just in case that he has a he has a daily challenge to deal grass type damage. I want to help him out with that. That's down for 90 damage, and there we go. We are pretty much dead. So I'm gonna play one more game, but I don't think that this deck is powerful enough for tournaments and stuff. Unfortunately, I don't think that it is powerful enough. We will see. We will see. Second match with Electric Eye. Looking for an opponent. I mean, this deck may win against few decks, but it will probably be lucky. What I see is that most theme decks are not powerful enough, and they keep making not powerful decks. So we're against a fire type X and Y basic red deck, another very, very powerful deck. Compared to our deck, we will probably lose this fight as well. Let's start with the Glameow. I think that I like that. Especially if I find the Purugly. I think that Purugly is better than any card in this deck. Maybe Purugly is the best card in this deck. I'm not sure if that's true or false, but we will see. I'm going to act cute in my first turn, probably, if nothing crazy happens. Drowsy. Okay, let's bench Drowsy and let's act cute. The bad thing about act cute is that our opponent chooses the card. Zuzu Tudu. That's funny. That's a funny name. Zuzu Tudu. And are we okay? He's going to set up for good. He's going... Oh no, he's gonna go for the damage. Let's see if he knocks out. He doesn't even damage us at all. No damage at all. That's crazy. Let's see if we can find the Purugly. Nope. But we will go with Electivire. Since I have my Electabuzz, and I need 2 lightning type energy, I'm gonna put that there. I'm gonna act cute once again. I'm gonna try to destroy my opponent's hand. He may have very precious cards there. I wanna force him to start buried treasure hunt. Oops, looks like he found a Brazen. If he has a Delphox, I'm screwed. And I need to find lightning type energy as fast as possible to prepare this awesome Electivire for damage from start hitting through ouch. It's not a fruit, it's a Farret. So he hits for 30 damage. We have one more chance to survive, and I don't know if we will. Let's go with that. Let's act cute once again. Now, if he has Delphox in his hand, my act cute move is pretty much useless. Let's see if he has Delphox. He doesn't, and he flips a heads, so my Glameow is pretty much knocked out, and that's very, very sad and bad. I would go with a Buried Treasure, by the way. not with Slam if I was in her spot, but I don't really care. She decided to go with that plan, and that's fine with me. Let's see what... There you go. Now she started burying treasure hunting. Buried treasure hunting. Okay, let's see. Nice. Nice. Missed determination. We have to discard the Zebstrika. That's bad. That's bad. I could go with Sona. I will go with Sona. I want to make sure that I'm going to draw stuff next turn. And Sona is going to draw me 5 cards. For sure. And that's very important at this point. Let's see if we see a Delphox. I would probably have to concede. I won't, but I'm gonna lose the game anyways. Delphox will totally knock us out. Blacksmith, let's see how many energy. No, 0 energy. 0 energy in the discarded pile. There will be energy if this Farret dies pretty soon. We will see. I would appreciate a Slam and a double heads. I would like a Slam with double heads now. That would be great for me, I think. So he's ready for this Entei. No double heads. I will not complain, but you know, I would prefer a double heads there. And okay, I'm not gonna play this energy. I'm actually going to play the energy to Sinks and Sona. I need to draw more cards. Need to make sure. There you go. Maybe I should have played the energy in my active Pokemon. I didn't, but that's still fine. I'm not gonna bend any other Pokemon because of Entei. I don't wanna power up this Entei. Yeah, that's all. He has the Blacksmith, so he's definitely gonna be able to power up the Entei whenever he wants to, and I don't really want this to happen. I don't think that these Hornets will survive next turn. Looks like it didn't survive. I was expected. So let's promote the Electivire, and I'm definitely gonna put this energy here and knock out the Farret. Now he has the Blacksmith. I'm sure that he's going to use the Blacksmith on Entei. I guess that he's going to promote Entei. No, he goes for Brazen. Brazen. Do you have the Delphox? Oh my goodness. There you go. GG. A game over. Game over for me. I cannot figure out any way to deal with this situation right here. Purugly may be able to deal with that. I think that only Purugly can deal with that. Let's promote the Sinks to switch this Delphox, even though it doesn't really matter. Okay, my friends, there is no point in trying to survive from this situation. I'm gonna concede because I respect your time. And there you go. You saw 2 very bad examples of how this deck works. It doesn't really work. I don't think that it is powerful enough. I don't suggest purchasing it. Tell me your opinion about this deck in the comments below, if you like it or not, if you have already purchased it, if you really need those Luxrays or the Zebstrika or any of the cards that it includes. You may purchase it, but I don't recommend spending 500 tokens for this one. You should purchase booster packs instead. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video, even though we sucked. I'm gonna try this deck in the tournaments, but I don't think that there is going to be a good outcome. But anyways, thank you so very much for watching. Please make sure to subscribe if you're new, share this video with your friends, like it if you liked it, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Until then, take good care of yourself, be safe, and bye.